Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays Beorning. Candelis has a hypothesis and let's see what it is.
Will you lend me your ear?
Listen to me, Pineclaw. El fears the worst. I will carry out his wishes by breaking the keys of Sithad, and the stones of Talbruinen are heavy and will serve, and hiding them. I do not know where Sithad may be, but it sounds as if Laridan was keeping this inn, Narquil, within its walls, and at some point Sara broke the keys to the place and hid them. And look at this, further in. Must stand at the stair of Sithad, looking up towards the entrance. Turn to the left and walk forward to the wall, and then turn right and follow the curve until you see 4 pillars through 2 pillars. Walk between the 2 and look to the right of the 4. I will leave the keys always in the shade. I wonder now if Sithad is not an antiquated name for a place already we know. Language changes over time, even for the Eldar? And Laridan has changed for many years, lived for many years. The name by which he knows one place may not be that which is called by others. As I say the names aloud, it comes to me that Sithad bears some of a resemblance to Delisad, does it not? I think we have deciphered the first point of the riddle. Go to Delisad and use the journal and locate the hidden keys which Sara spoke of. I am sure it is the place. Alright, so we return to Delisad, Sithad, or whatever it is called, and see if we could find these rings as soon as I learn how to mount a horse properly. Right. It looks like they gave us a link to the journal so that we can click on it and get that description whenever we need, because yeah, I always remember it's real interesting trying to find the right way with the pillars and all that stuff and deciphering exactly what they mean, or I guess what Sara meant when she wrote that. Alright. Oh well. Be nice if there was a nice ford to this river. Oh yes, there is one! Way down here, yes. And I suppose that they made such a big deal about the presence of this fort in the novels that they couldn't put a easy to use fort anywhere near close to it. So let us head back up into Sithad, Delisad. As I said before, it seems so strange that the Eldar, who have lived so long, would have language change, because it has to be something from the First Age. I mean, not the First Age, from the Third Age. So therefore, because Amarthiel and Narquil and all that stuff was Angmar, which is of course all Third Age stuff. Alright, now see if I can bring this up and actually remember for a change how this goes. Alright, let's see. Must stand at the stairs of Sithad. Must stand... It says at the stairs, looking up towards the entrance. Okay. Now, one of the problems is... Actually, now I think of it, I think one of the problems I had was a question is what they meant by the stairs of Sithad. Right? Because we also have these stairs. Okay, let's say, yeah. So this is sort of like one of the things that has always made a puzzle. Actually, what I'll do is I will stand at these stairs, looking up towards the entrance. Turn to the left and walk forward to the wall. Okay. I guess we could do that. Walk forward to the wall. And then turn right. Follow the curve until you see 4 pillars through 2 pillars. Right, and we have, well, is this curve or... Four pillars through 2 pillars. Actually, there are times when I have actually done this completely through blind luck and eventually found it that way. Simply because I've always had trouble finding this crazy thing. It's certainly not that bush. Yeah. And that's the other... Alright. 4 through 2. I think the last time, though, I actually did, after a long time, see what was meant by 4 through 2. Actually, I'm one right here. Is there a point here where you actually see 4 through 2? Because here we have pillars. I don't quite see 4 through those 2 pillars, unfortunately. So there is a nice leafy bush right there. And... Alright, you can see what the track I'm going at. So actually, before I give up on that end... 4 through 2. Yeah, right. Unless she was talking figuratively about those trees. But trees are not things to use as landmarks. Because they are a bit on the ephemeral side. Yeah, right. Just in case she meant that. Now, this is a bush that had intrigued me just in case I was standing at the wrong spot. Yeah, alright. I'm just blindly going around bushes now. Alright, now, which is the... Oh, in the yeah, but it's using a term like in the shade and stuff like that, but... Alright, where was I? I'm pretty sure this is the way you... It's just that, fine, actually, don't start that way, because unless she has you going around the full way... Well, who knows, sometimes they do that to you. Just to be tricky. To see, right, 4 through 2 pillars, walk between the 2, and look to the right of the 4. Okay. Alright, let's see. Because you would think that... Four pillars through two pillars. Okay, guys, and here we have four. I mean, if we consider... Yeah, but that means through there. And as I said, does it really mean trees? No, she didn't mean the trees. Okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, I know. I'm just looking through random bushes now. Okay, so... Oh, wait a moment. Oh, that's four. Okay. Yeah, this is when you know you've given up, when you look through every single stupid tree in the area, and that tree bush in the area. Okay. To the right of the four. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means... Well... Okay, well that is four pillars there. And if you were going around the curve, would you actually see? Well, who cares? I got the stupid thing. But that's what I'm talking about. And the tricky thing in deciphering that riddle. Right. Yeah, okay, I am to bring the keys to Candela. I just didn't want to make sure it didn't go and tell me to do something else. Alright, so bring the keys to Candela and see what I can do with them. And with these keys... Well, first of all, we of course supported the hypothesis that was Delisant, so that's good news. So we are making progress. What's bad news is that I still haven't figured out how to do that riddle the proper way. And instead resorted to going through random bushes. As I said, I think I actually did see the 4 through 2 once. But I'm not going to try spending all day in order to do that now that I have the key. Right, now let us get through here and return the keys to Candela.
Megawonnen.
I am greatly heartened by your success, and by my reading of the clue. I am sure that Narquil is within Delisad, and one of the keys within this box will open the way to us. A jeweler of great repute lives in Imladris. Her name is Marilus, and she will be able to remake those keys for us. Be warned, she is stern and slow to befriend, and while she will certainly help us, she will likely ask for some service in return. She does not gift her work freely, and it is of great value and precious. Look for Marilus in Imladris at the Spire of Meeting. Bring her this box of broken keys and ask her to mend them. I wish you good fortune in this. Alright. Oh, we don't need the riddle anymore. Instead, we will head up to the Stable Master, where we will get a relatively quick ride to Emlighters. Yes, I know I could be a little bit quicker if I did something like
How can I be of service?
use my milestone there, but I think this is not a time when you just go randomly using your milestones, because you're probably going to need that milestone later. Because it sends you back and forth. Like, you know they're going to send us back to Oakheart afterwards. So let us do that. Yeah, okay, with the 30-minute cooldown, though, I probably could have just ported over here. Alright, where did I... Okay. I can even get lost trying to find the Spire of Meaning. That's how bad I am at this. Alright, here we go. One Spire of Meeting. And one jeweler standing on top of the Spire of Meeting, as if she was waiting for someone to come and tell her to mend Narquil, right? Hello.
What can I do for you?
I'll be able to remake half of those keys. The rest are completely beyond repair. Are you satisfied with this? I guess we'll have to be.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
It will take some time to repair the keys, and if you would be willing, you might be able to help me with a small matter. I gifted a number of fine gems to a traveler who possesses an interest in learning the finer points of jewelsmithery, but he was beset by goblins. Though he escaped with his life, many of the gems were stolen by the creatures. Journey to Goblin Town, which lies within the High Pass, and return to me with a handful of those coveted gems. By that time, I shall likely have finished restoring the keys that you have brought me, and I'll be able to return the stolen gems to my unfortunate friend as well. You will find these gemstones in the possession of goblins on the surface, for the creatures have seized these gems. Oh, you will not find them on the gemstones on the creatures on the surface. Are likely seized brought into Goblin Town itself, the better to protect them. So therefore, I need to collect 8 coveted gems in Goblin Town. Oh, fun! So that's right. I was wondering when they introduced Goblin Town to this game, and I had forgot, of course. The big rule in the epic storyline: if they create a new location for questing, then they will create the epic storyline. And that, of course, explains when... Which means they must have added Goblin Town in the same time that they added Talbrunnen, because I heard, though I haven't really made a big study of this, I've heard that Talbrunnen was added after the original game launch. It wasn't part of the original game of the Trollshalls, which is why for a while it was a higher level than the rest of the Trollshalls before the revamp.
How can I be of service?
But what do we have in the Misty Mountains? We've got... Well, unfortunately, Shrimbarg is not available. But this doesn't really matter, because the other camp that's near Goblin Town I had to go to for my class quest. So I do have that stable point.
Greetings.
So therefore I will head over to Vinderhall, and that's where we'll meet for our next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.